As the clock strikes 7, the vibes are alive. Inner circles here where voices thrive. Turn on your screens, let the magic unfold. Listening and healing as stories are told. Come on, come on, this is your time. No topics too tough, just heed the calls. From mental health woes to justice we seek. Together we rise for the strong and the meek. A safe space for all, let's lift every voice. Inner Circle Podcast, where hearts unite. Sharing our truths, bringing hope to the light. Community strong, we're never alone. Together as one, we've created a home. With laughter and love, we break down the walls. No topics too tough, just heed the calls. From mental health woes to justice we seek. Together we rise for the strong and the meek. A safe space for all, let's lift every voice. So join the conversation, let's set the tone. Inner Circle Podcast, where love is well known. Inner Circle Podcast, where hearts unite. Sharing our truths, bringing hope to the light. Community strong, we're never alone. Together as one, we've created a home. So join the conversation, let's set the tone. Inner Circle Podcast, where love is well known. Let's set the tone. Inner Circle Podcast, where love is well known.
Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to everyone out there. Welcome to our audience. Another Friday is our weekly business and finance fire chat. Today is going to be a short show because Inner Cycle is a huge weekend for us. We are officially launching Inner Cycle. Okay, this podcast is just, or this platform is just one aspect of our whole organization. So this weekend, tonight, it's going to be the meet and greet folks coming from all over the world. You know, the United States, right? It's like so tonight we're going to be having a meet and greet at a little place called the Village in Maple Grove. You know, and after that, tomorrow is the main event. You know, we're gonna have Senator Amy Klobuchar in the building, and a lot of Liberians and folks from all over the world going to be gracing this occasion. It's a big day, big weekend for us. And then Sunday we're going to wrap up everything, and Monday folks going to fly back to their respective homes, wherever they came from, to grace our occasion. But it's a huge weekend for us. Tickets are only like $30, for regular tickets and sponsors. If you want to be a sponsor of this great program, tickets are $100. We encourage businesses. I mean, Inner Cycle is going to be. If you don't know the name Inner Cycle, I encourage you to learn what to know about Inner Cycle, because it's going to be big. It's going to be huge. We're going to take over this community. We're trying to do something very, very big. Starting here in Minnesota. So it's gonna be very, 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 very huge. So we're encouraging folks to just join the movement. It's gonna be a huge movement. We encourage you to join us. But so that's that. Hopefully, you can join us this weekend as we celebrate Inner Cycle. We'll launch our officially launch this organization. It's gonna be big. This platform is just one aspect of our organization, but it's a huge weekend. Again, tonight is the meet and greet at a little place called the Village in Maple Grove. After that, tomorrow is the all black tie event, men and women and men gonna be outside tomorrow. Okay, so it's gonna be a great event, and then Sunday it's gonna be a chill day. So if you are in Minnesota, wherever you are, man, come through. We appreciate. We hope you can show up tomorrow and just celebrate our good organization and everything we're trying to do in our community. With that, as I said, it's going to be a very short show today because we are very busy. But we can't let this day go without us coming, just sharing some knowledge with you. You know where we are. Obviously, we just had a huge election on Tuesday, November 5th, and I just wanted to throw some light on it. Right, what does that mean for your money? Where should you be investing your money? Um, the last administration, like we have almost like a divided government. Now it might be, the Republicans in power. What does that mean for taxes? For inflation. Where should you invest your money? I mean, just yesterday, right, the Federal Reserve lower interest rate by 25 basis points, right? That's huge. What that mean for mortgages? Should you buy a house right now or should you wait? Like the stock market, right? And then like today at 44,000, that's a record. So every time Republicans come into power, you know, it's a huge deal, right? Everybody expect like, oh, like taxes are going to be lower, paycheck, your paycheck might be fat and things like that. So, like, what are some of the policies the administration is going to pursue? One of the big thing, right, is like talking about as immigrants, it might be important to us talking about mass deportation. I definitely don't think that's going to happen, right? It's like this country, as good as this country is, depends on immigrant labor. So I don't think there's any kind of a deportation that's going to happen. I definitely think whatever policy the administration might pursue, it's going to be pro-business, and immigrants factor into that. The labor force right now of this country, the labor force of this country is mainly, I mean, we travel, right? Who's cleaning those hotels? Those are immigrants who work in like these, fast food restaurants are immigrants. So it's like the labor force here, right, is hugely made of immigrants. So I don't think there's going to be any mass deportation. There might be deportation. Every administration pursue those kind of things, but I don't think that's going to be anything. But the other thing I think the administration might do, in 2017 during Trump's first term, the Republican passed a tax cut, and they are planning, right, to kind of bear upon that to lower the tax rate, for everyday working folks. I think right now depending on your income bracket, the highest is 25% right now, but hopefully that's going to go down. The I trying to lower that further. So those are some of the things, and whenever every time, right, you talk about lowering taxes, the stock market love those, so it becomes like it put more money back into people's pocket, right? If you invest in the stock market, dividend taxes might be low and all those things. So um it was a huge election, like to every competition there might, there'll always be a winner and a loser. But I think, all of the fear that was going on, oh, if Trump wins, it's gonna happen, that's gonna happen. I don't think so. I think there's going to be a pro-business administration. It's going to be an administration that's going to pursue pro-business policies, deregulations. That is probably going to, further growth. The other thing too, right? Uh, they might not engage in a lot of, you know, the whole aspect of Ukraine or the Middle East. Those are things where the administration want to focus more on everyday Americans. Things that are going on in the economy and all of those stuff. So it's like right now, inflation, right? Things are so high, prices, right? If you if you don't live here, like you go to the grocery store, you buy little things. I mean, the prices are so high. So those are things where the administration must try to look at how can we lower prices for everyday Americans. It might not be easy, right? It's not just going to be a magic wine and that happen. It's going to be a process. It's going to be some hard choices that they might have to make, for those things to for everything to line up. But I definitely think, prices will come down. I think especially like, groceries, housing, it's like to buy a house right now is so expensive, right? It's like before COVID, house prices were, a little bit, range a lot of people could afford, and then after COVID, like the demand and then everything is, like, and then there was not enough supply. So all of these things factor in. It's, it's just kind of a drove up prices. And I was like, to afford a house, it's affordability crisis, right? Rent are so high. So hopefully this new administration will pursue pro-business policy that will actually, help everyday Americans, and things like that. So, um, so the stock market society, I mean, as I said, Dow Jones Industrial ended the day as 44,000 today. So is we just have to wait and see what is going to happen. But I truly believe in that is going to be a pro-business deregulation administration, right? That's going to pursue things that is good for everyday Americans. It's good for business and things like that. So the stock market is cheering that. They are celebrating that, and I think that's going to continue. But folks, this is again our weekly business and finance fire chat. We are here every Friday. Beginning next Friday, we're going to be having guests here. Constantly. Cycle as of tomorrow is going to be a brand new organization. I mean, you're going to see growth. You're going to see different. Even this platform is going to be heavy, right? We'll come at you every Tuesdays and Thursdays with different topics. 7:30, beginning at 7:30, and then Friday is going to be. It's always our weekly business and finance fire chat. Going to be featuring local business owners, entrepreneurs, immigrant entrepreneurs, talking about their entrepreneurship journey. That's what this segment is about every Friday. So we'll come at you, share knowledge, any question you have, you can always contribute. But as I said, today we just want to do a short, segment. And again, because it's a huge weekend for us. Any moment from now, our, as I said, meet and greet is going to be starting. Folks are coming from all over the United States. The Grace Inner Cycle program, right? Our launching program. So, but we can't let this day pass without telling you. Today, the stock market was up. If you have a 401k, check it out, man. And then also the new administration, I think it's going to be a pro-business administration. So let's hope for the best. America is a great country. It will always be a great country. Every competition, there must be a winner. Campaign. Whenever there's campaigns, where these campaigns become so intense, there's so many negativity, but there's a difference between campaigning and governing. All of the negative things you were hearing. Oh, Trump is going to do this. Trump is going to destroy democracy. I don't believe that, man. These are just those are things where folks, politicians do things to win elections. At the end of the day, or however way you win elections, where that's what you got to do. And but at the end of the day, you got to govern. And I think Trump is going to be a pro-business president. His administration, the Republican administration, is going to be a pro-business administration. And it's going to be good for everyday American. Is there going to be mass deportation as his campaign on? I don't believe it. I'm yet to like on day one. That's not going to happen. 11 to deport 11 million folks. you know, if you travel, if you eat fast food, as I said, it's a hard working folks cleaning those restaurants, and things like that. I think the only people deportation might affect are those immigrants that have committed crimes that they feel that they don't need to be in this country. But other than that, we should all be good. Just continue to be a law-abiding citizen. A law-abiding person in this country. But it is the greatest country in the world. I don't think anything is going to change. America is a great country and will always be great. And I think Donald J. Trump is going to just, do what he can to make America great. Pursue pro-business policies that's going to grow this economy. That's going to kind of help everyday American because folks are frustrated here. Okay, as I said, when you go to the grocery store, especially when you have kids, it's hard, man. It's very, very hard out there. But you know, it is what it is. We hope that come January things will start to change here pretty soon, right? To put some money back into folks' pocket. But folks, we'll be here next week Tuesday at 7:30. Just our normal show is going to be a hard one on Tuesday, and then on Thursday of next week we'll have a guest and things like that. So going to be doing some big things, right? Cycles are a huge weekend for us. So thanks for joining us for this brief segment today. We appreciate you. We hope you can, follow this platform. That is the community show. We share ideas, we share fun stuff, and everything you think about. Right. So thanks for joining us today. Again, like see you next Tuesday and every Friday at 5 p.m. We'll be here. As I said, beginning next week, we're going to be having features on heavy guests. So hopefully you can tune in. Thank you and good night.
As the clock strikes 7, the vibes alive. Inner circles here where voices thrive. Turn on your screens, let the magic unfold.